Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And when you see a smile on my face, you know it's gonna be a banger. So I have a Jax jungle video for you guys. It's not gonna be me playing Jax. I am really good at Jax, like I'm really good at him, but I am obviously not close to Zelus on Jax. Zelus, I believe he and his team won against the best teams in Europe during the Purge tournament, I believe. So they won the whole thing. So it confirmed my belief that Zelus is definitely one of the best players in Europe. It's funny because a lot of players or a lot of people didn't really believe in this team. Like no one really graded them high, except for me. Because, you know, when I see a good player, I know a good player. So I'm curious to see how he plays Jax jungle. Because Jax did get massive nerfs in the jungle, obviously. So I'm just curious to see. First of all, I'm going to explain to you guys how to build Jax. There's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay. Bear in mind, this is my build. I'm first going to explain how I build Jax jungle. And then we're going to look at what Zelus does, right? So first of all, you have items. As Jax jungle, you know how Jax can basically build a Divine Thunderer or a Trinity Force. Alright, like you have to choose one of the items. However, I really highly encourage you, if you play Jax jungle, to go for a Trinity Force. Trinity Force has a faster jungle clear. Like it literally just has a faster jungle clear. So of course, if you're against a lot of tanks, you still go for the Divine Thunderer. Of course, you know what I mean? But like, try to shift towards the Trinity Force. I'm not saying if you're against a full tank team, you go Trinity Force, but I'm just saying Trinity Force has a faster jungle clear, so it's a little bit better to have in a jungle. For the boots, or not the boots, the next item is always going to be a Blade of the Doom King. This is a core item on Jax. Every single game, you go for this as your second item. Now, for the boots, armor boots are generally going to be great. However, it is counterintuitive for the reason that your third ability, you know, the dodge, it dodges basic attacks. So basically, during your third ability, you're not utilizing the passive from the plated steel caps. Because, you know, it blocks 15% of the damage from attacks, but you're already blocking 100% with the thing. So that's the little thought process behind it. So Mercury threads are also good. If you're against a lot of CC, make sure you go Mercury threads, but like otherwise, it's probably still the best to go for plated steel caps, because besides the dodging, the plated steel caps are still going to be great if you're against a heavy AD composition. For your third item is situational. Wit's End is amazing if the enemy has a lot of magic damage, like the absolute perfect item for all the reasons, the healing, the bonus damage, the attack speed, the magic resist, everything. This is the perfect item on Jax. And honestly, even if you're not against a heavy AP composition, this item is so good that I still recommend you to get it as like your fifth item or something. Another item that is great is a Starix Cage. Make sure you get a Starix Cage during your Jax build. It's so good to get that bonus when it makes you big and gives you the 30% tenacity. It's really good, because like if the enemy catches you with CC, the Starix Cage can really save your ass with that 30% tenacity. Another interesting item, if you need to be a little bit tankier, and if the enemy doesn't have true damage, you go for Armor on Twin Guard. You can go for Armor on Twin Guard as your fourth or fifth item. Just a very good addition to Jax, because when you use your ultimate and have an Armor on Twin Guard as well, you're going to be unkillable. Or you can also see it like having a permanent Jax ultimate, because when you enter a fight, you can just click on your ultimate, and then of course like 5 seconds after, when the Armor on Twin Guard is fully stacked and your ultimate is almost running out, you're going to have the Armor on Twin Guard activated. So essentially, you're permanently gonna have the Jax ultimate during a team fight. So that's the thought process behind this item, and it's a really good item. And as I said, if you need to be a little bit tankier, this is the absolute perfect item to go for. Death Stance is great against armor. However, if the enemies have like insane burst damage, like that burst damage that even a Death Stance cannot stop, go for a Guardian Angel, because like you go in, you stun them, you know, you try to tank up some damage, your Guardian Angel gets procced, and then after they've used all of their burst damage, you come back alive and destroy them. So that's the thought process behind the Guardian Angel. For the enchantments, you can go for Protobelt, for example, if you need additional mobility. Like if you really need to get to the enemy backline, like if they have a Caitlyn or a Ziggs or something and they're very far away, you can use your Protobelt to just get close enough to them. QSS can be great if you need a QSS. Stasis is good against like a Zed or something, you know, or a Fizz. And Stoneplate is perhaps even playable, although I don't really recommend it. Of course, if you need to be a tank, in that situation, you can go for a stone plate, but I don't really recommend it. You can also go for some sort of a split pushing late game Jax, and you can build a teleport boots because you have a smite, remember. So you need to be smiting those objectives. So having a teleport boots allows you to split push and then teleport to your team. If you do go for the teleport, then make sure you incorporate the Hole Breaker in your build, like as your like third item. Third item Hole Breaker is great after a Blade of the Doom King if you wanna split push. But make sure you get a teleport boots. Very important when you play split push Jax. Now for the runes, I actually used to go for Lethal Tempo on Jax, but I realized Conqueror is actually better. They also changed Conqueror where it now gives you Omnivamp. So the bonus Omnivamp is really, really good. If you just stay alive long enough, Omnivamp or the Conqueror stacks are going to be really, really good for you. Brutal is great because Jax does a lot of basic attacks. So Brutal is going to give you, of course, a lot of bonus damage with that. You can also go for Hunter Vampirism, skills a little bit better in the late game, but I honestly recommend Brutal just for the early game power that it provides. Hunter Titan is a must buy for the tenacity that it gives you. Just the base tenacity of 15 that it gives you after you've killed 5 enemies is so powerful. And then here you can go for Mastermind. Mastermind to take objectives very fast. You can also go for Demolish if you want to split push more. However, keep in mind, you know, you don't really want to rely as much on split pushing when you play jungle Jax as opposed to Baron lane Jax. But Demolish is great because even if you get a, you know, if you gank a lane and you get a kill, Demolish is going to provide a lot of value by demolishing the enemy turret. Let me just put it back to the other thing real quick, Mastermind. So for the spells, you go for Smite and Flash. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Let me just make sure the audio is good. You can't hear the audio, I think. Let me make sure to put it up. I think now... sorry, you guys are seeing black screen, I know. I just wanted to make sure the audio was good because, as I said, my PC is still broken. I'm gonna send back my PC again. I know it's stupid. And the company apologized for it. Basically, for you PC nerds out there, my PC is not detecting the HDD hard disk. So I thought the hard disk was broken. So I bought a new hard disk. I put in a new hard disk and the PC was not detecting the new hard disk either. So I thought, hey, maybe it's something with the cable. So I replaced the SATA cable. That was also not the solution. I also checked the voltage of the cables that were going to the HDD cable and it was giving 12 volts. So it was even giving a voltage, but it was not working. And then I also tried to plug the SATA cable in different outlets because the PC has different outlets for that. That didn't work either. And you know what's funny? The colors in my PC, like there's RGB in the PC, all of those are... like they have the same cable as my HDD. All the colors are working, but the HDD is not working. So I cannot get to my hard disk. I cannot get to my files. So I'm going to be sending back my PC again. And the company apologized and they basically said, like, you know, for the effort or for, you know, just as an apology, they're going to put in a better power supply in it. So it's like a 40 euro upgrade. So, all right. First of all, 2 of the 3 giveaway winners have claimed their skin already. The last one, not yet. Who was the last one? Actually, I'm going to quickly look in case... Wait, I'm quickly going to look who the last one was. In case that is... Okay, the name is Good as Gold. If your name is Good as Gold, make sure you message me on social media because you have a skin waiting for you. Remember. And for this month, of course, I'm giving away 3 more skins. And all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under this video. So Jax has a way slower jungle clear now. Basically, he cannot power farm through the jungle anymore. So you have to gank, right? Like now you kind of have to gank. Of course, you can farm jungle still, but you can clearly see, clearly see that the jungle clear is significantly slower than it used to be before because Jax cannot stack up his passive on the jungle camps anymore. And it makes sense. Like, honestly, I would say now Jax jungle is balanced because he cannot power farm like a crazy bastard anymore. And it's just kind of balanced. You know what I mean? It's just kind of balanced. And I'm paying attention to how Zelus is playing the game. I love how aware he is of everything. Like, you can clearly see, that he's completely aware of every single thing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, is you can clearly see that he's constantly moving his camera to different lanes. Like, he's looking at top lane. Now, you may be wondering, but why is he constantly moving the camera? You know, you can look at the map. You can see how much HP he has at the map. Let me tell you why. First of all, he wants to see what level the Gragas is. Secondly, he wants to see how much mana he has. So, besides... besides the HP bar, it's actually also very, very important to see how much mana they have, what level they are, and all that kind of stuff. So he can, you know, he can see whether the Gragas has his ultimate or not, so he knows what to do. I love that. I love how he's very aware and constantly looking around the map. He's clearing and he's actually still clearing full jungle, even though Jax has such a slow jungle clear. I mean, look at how slow the jungle clear is. It's actually pretty ridiculous if you ask me. It's so much slower than it used to be. It's actually hilarious. Look at how long he's taking to take it. Somehow the bot lane is dying, even though he actually ganked them earlier on. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a like. I did reach Challenger rank yesterday, by the way. So that's a nice achievement again. So I can justify putting it in my title again, you know. I've reached Challenger every season except for 2. And I believe the first season there was only like 10 people that reached Challenger. I think it was something like that. And then the other season I was just not playing the game. But I've reached Challenger every single season besides that. Like I reached Challenger 6 times. That's quite a lot. You won't find a lot of people that have reached Challenger more than 6 times. I can promise you that like only the best of the best pro players will have reached it like 7 or 8 times. So it's a pretty nice achievement to have, you know. You can actually see that in your Wild Rift profile now, how often you've reached a certain rank. You know what? First of all, what your top rank is, and then how often you've reached it as well. Let's see, is he gonna gank again? He has a sweeper. Oh, that's an easy gank, right? He's even, yeah, exactly. He leaves his farm and he ganks immediately. Makes a lot of sense that he leaves his farm right there. However, wait, what? Lee Sin kinda into the delusion, but he's definitely gonna, yeah. I mean, the enemies, that was just too much. Braum counters bruisers like Jax so hard, because Braum just applies his passive on them and they just get stunned for so long. Like the stun is like 1.25 seconds. You know what's funny? It actually used to be a 1.5 second stun. They nerfed it, but it's still such a long stun. You know what's even funnier? I actually have an 8 win streak on Braum right now, and I haven't even made a video of him yet. What am I doing? Why am I not making a Braum video yet? I think I've played only 8 games of Braum this season. I just haven't lost any of them. See, now I can put 100% win rate Braum in the title. Wait, I actually wanna check if that is true. I'm quickly gonna check my Braum win rate, guys, while Zelus is taking the result. Because if that is the case, then I have a nice video. Oh, but I don't have Braum gameplay ready. So I need to win even more and have it be a good game. Ah. Let me first check. Just to make sure. He took the Herald. He can't really, yeah, he can't contest the jungle. Let me see. Champions, Season 8. Oh my god, I actually do have 100% Braum win rate. Wait. Can you see this? Wait. You can't see it. I actually have a 100% Braum win rate. I played 7 games of Braum this season. But I have an 8 win streak on him. Wow. Actually, what the hell? Alright. Alright. Well, that's the clickbait on the thumbnail. That is click. I'm joking. I have to actually play more games to get a video, by the way. So yeah, just so you guys know, like there's Braum is actually insanely powerful as well on the support role. It's not just Sona. There's other champions that are really good as well. Yeah, when you get a Trinity Force, by the way, your jungle clear becomes significantly faster, like significantly faster, because before the Trinity Force, you just do 0 damage to jungle camps, but when you get the Trinity Force, the Sheen proc, it does a lot of damage, and the attack speed is great, so like, it just makes your jungle clear like 2 times faster. It's crazy. It's really important. So you kind of have to get through the early game, get through that hurdle, accumulate 3,500 gold to buy the Trinity Force, and then you're gonna be fine. Like then you can kind of power farm again, like the old Jax. He uses ultimate. He does a lot of damage to the Lee Sin. Oh, he flashes out of it. Stun him. Oh, this is so clean. This is so clean. And he then escapes with 1 HP. Of course he escapes with 1 HP. I mean, of course he does. Why wouldn't he? By the way, I've put all the socials from Zelus in the description if you want to check him out. Highly recommend you checking him out. It's an Arabic streamer. He's from Egypt actually, and he teaches you like a true ma'allam. So if you want to check all of that out, then make sure you click on the links in the description and check out his Twitch. Even if you don't speak Arabic, check him out. He's just so good. Like, have him on the background. He's just very, very nice. Oh, you know what's also funny? I actually did some digging on my YouTube channel. I was curious how many people were watching stuff like, or like on what devices people were watching my Wild Rift videos on. For some reason, there's like 20 views per month of people watching on what is it? It was like a Nintendo, I don't know, Nintendo DS or something. So that means that there's one person that basically watches my videos every day on a Nintendo DS. Who are you? Who are you? Who is it? Who is watching my Wild Rift videos on a, I don't know what it was, some sort of a Nintendo something, I don't know, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo DS, I don't remember exactly, but some sort of a Nintendo. I didn't find Samsung Smart Fridge, unfortunately. You know, you always see it in the memes, but unfortunately no one watches my Wild Rift videos on a Samsung Smart Fridge, or maybe it just doesn't show. And you know what's surprising? Most people watch my Wild Rift videos on the TV. And I think the way that it goes is people put my Wild Rift videos on the TV just as like some sort of background content. So like they put my videos on the TV and then they just play Wild Rift. So I think that seems to be the most how do I say it? The way most people view my videos. The second most way was on phones, and then the third one was on PC. Not a lot of people watch my videos on their computer. Mostly TV. Wait, what? He goes Rift Maker? Rift Maker? What the hell? Is Rift Maker viable on Jax? Rift Maker third item? I mean, it gives you healing, true damage, but Rift Maker? You know what? It gives you additional... Oh, he was just a little bit too late. It gives you bonus burst damage, because Rift Maker gives you the bonus damage every third attack, and it gives you more damage during your second ability and your first ability. So essentially you have more burst damage, but really? Really, Rift Maker? I mean, he's doing a lot of damage, not gonna lie, guys. He's actually doing a lot of damage. Oh, that's a kill, right? Like, come on. Doesn't he? He's not going for the kill, he just goes for the turret. Seems like he doesn't even care about the Gragas. Rift Maker? What? It's working. It is actually doing work, because it will heal him up a lot as well. Like, look at the healing he's getting, by the way. Every basic attack is healing him for like 60 HP, which is quite significant. Actually, it's even more. Look, it's 120 when he does the bonus damage. What the hell? This is actually viable. This is actually viable. Wow. I'm actually surprised. Rift Maker Jax. Damn. Somehow, some way, it's viable. He just gets the free dragon here. His team set it up for him. So what is he gonna do now? They probably can try to catch out the enemy, or he can just farm his whole jungle, get the blue buff as well, and the red buff, everything basically. Or he could have gone to try to catch out the enemy. This is probably worth more, because trying to catch out the enemy is risky, especially because their whole jungle is not up. However, the enemy red buff is spawning right now, so he could have been a little bit more aggressive. But it seems like he just takes the safe approach, which completely makes sense. And now he's gonna try to kill the Lee Sin. He doesn't want to get ulted by the Lee Sin, you can clearly see. Oh, but the Lee Sin just gets CC'd way too hard. So he was maintaining a distance there, so the Lee Sin wouldn't just ult him away. And then he waited for the Nautilus ult to hit on the Lee Sin, because he knew that would have been enough CC for him to kill the Lee Sin easily. That was really smart again. Please don't take the blue buff, Graves. Come on. Okay. If he would have taken it, that would have been so stupid. I mean, honestly, it's stupid anyways that he took it, because the Orianna should have taken the blue buff. Oh, now he's going aggressive mode. Now he is. I see. So he took his whole jungle and now he's going for, like, you know, trying to catch out the enemy mode. And he knows that the enemies don't have vision here because they just popped a vision plant as well. I mean, the enemies should fall for it. If they don't, he can just take a Baron for free. He has enough healing to tank up the Baron. So, like, honestly, they could start the Baron sometime soon. Because Gragas is also on the other side of the map. They can catch out the enemy so easy though, because they have a Nautilus. It's such a disgusting champion to catch out the enemy. Catch out the enemy. Now they're taking a risk because Orianna, Ezreal, and not exactly. Lee Sin comes up from behind. Like now they're taking such a big risk. It seems like they're fine, but like I would say it's kind of stupid to play like this. Okay, he just. But look at how tanky he is. He's not gonna die, is he? Yeah, look at how tanky he is. His damage on turrets as well. He can take the turret. He can stasis. Oh, he needs to stasis. Stasis? Nice. And now jump to minions. There you go. Oh, I swear to God, if he didn't get killed in that instance, like if he was able to barely tank that burst damage from the Gragas, I actually think he could have healed back up. No joke, I actually think he could have healed back up. Oh, you know what's another thing? If you go AP, if you go ability power items on Jax, your ultimate will give you more magic resist. If you go attack damage items, your ultimate will give you more armor. If you go AP, your ult gives you more magic resist. So I suppose going for a Rift Maker would be pretty good against like magic damage champions, you know? Because you're getting more magic resist as well, right? But really weird that it works this well. I didn't really expect it to work this well, like as well as it's working for him right now. Oh, you know what video I actually have ready as well? A full crit Graves video. Why did I never upload that one? I recorded it like I think like 3 weeks ago. It's still in this patch. Why did I never upload it? It's like a full crit Graves video. Maybe I should still upload it because it's a pretty insane build. Not gonna lie, guys. Because you're so unbelievably squishy, but you're basically gonna crit for like 1000 damage. It's so funny. You will absolutely one-shot squishies. It's ridiculous. Yeah, maybe I should still record that video, even though it's quite a while ago, because it's still a relevant video since it's in the current patch. Oh god, I dropped something. Oops. Again, this is so risky the way his team is playing, because they can definitely get caught. The enemies have such good catching out champions. They have a Lee Sin and they have a Gragas, so these are two champions that are very good at catching out the enemy. It's gonna be really hard for him to kill the Lee Sin. He's gonna have to burn his flash. He doesn't even have a flash. Like, he's just gonna get kicked away. Yeah. There you go. Is he really gonna catch him? Oh, he jumps to the honey fruit? Ah, and he smites him. Okay, that's just dirty. He caught him even though the Lee Sin had a Yuma's Ghostblade. You know how the Lee Sin could have survived? This is a bit of an interesting fact, by the way. Lee Sin shouldn't have basic attacked Zelus right there. He should have just kicked him away and ran away. You know why? Because Lee Sin has a Yuma's Ghostblade. Essentially, he gets bonus movement speed. He gets bonus movement speed, but the bonus movement speed goes away when he basic attacks an enemy champion. So if the Lee Sin didn't basic attack Zelus, he could have easily ran away with the Yuma's Ghostblade. That's why I said that. That's why I said that Lee Sin could have easily run away, but Lee Sin completely screwed it up. He just completely screwed it up. I mean, look at how tanky he is. He's just not dying. It's hilarious. He's healing so much. So let's take a look at how much damage he did and everything like that. Wait. I believe he's like top 20 of Europe as well. He should have a lot of LP. Yeah, 138 LP. Better than 100% of Jax's, by the way, in Challenger. Just casually getting that, you know. He did 40,000 damage. Oof. Wow. So, damn. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye-bye.